kasi ano naman na, I waited a little bit naman na. Okay? Alright, so once again, this is Gurography. It's a free lit review hub. Okay? Pero syempre sa social science major, it's just 249 if you want to enroll. Okay? So nakapag-start na kami. So kung mag-ano kayo is marami kayong hahabulin. Ayan, si Sir Hennessy naka-ano sa akin, naka-enroll sa akin yan. Alright. Okay, so okay, alright. So, social science major tayo ngayon. So, I'll gonna share partial live. Okay, so ito yung ating, ito yung ating, tutok natin ng konti. Okay, yan yung ating TOS. Yan. Okay. And then, okay, parang hindi ko pa kabisado pag ano. Okay, hindi ko talaga kabisado pag ano. Okay, and this one. Okay, so ito yung checklist ng ano ko, ng huling bulong ko. Okay, so yung tatlong na nagawa ko is free. Okay, so ito yung the basics. The basics ng general education, it's posted na already. So you can check it out. Okay, it's free naman siya. Okay, and then okay, alright. Ito naman, the Think Twice Zone. Okay, na-posted na rin po siya. Free naman siya. Next week na exam. Yes. Oh my God. Ihahabol ko po yung ano, alright? And then, professional education, hindi ko pa po nagawa to. I mean, ang nagawa ko po is social science majorship. Free na rin po yung first, okay? Pero yung second na, na huling pabaon, for my reviewees na lang po. And then, ihahabol ko pa rin po yung professional education, okay? Kahit isa man lang. Okay, now, which is free then. Alright, so, of course, recall round. Okay, so recall round tayo. Okay? So, the phrase laissez-faire originates from which group of early French economists who advocated for a free market economy? Okay. Is it physiocrats or mercantilists? Okay, so pwede nyong ilagay dyan gold or yellow. Okay, so gold or yellow. Or you can type it. The phrase laissez-faire originates from which group of early French economists who advocated for a free market economy? Yan. Okay, so ano pa yung sagot nyo? Pwede nyong ilagay P or M. Ganyan. So, recall round tayo. Ito yung naaral natin last time. Okay. Ba, may sumagot. Gold yarn! Sabi niya. Okay. Gold. Sabi niya, di ba? Galing naman nyo. Okay. Alright. So, of course, ay, nako. Ano yung ginawa ko kanina para nakapag-ano ako dun? Okay. Sorry. Ano ba yan? Okay. So, of course, ang sagot ay physiocrats. Okay? Physiocrats. Yan. So, sila yung naniniwala sa free market and naniniwala sila na yayaman ng isang bansa kapag i-push natin ang agriculture. Okay? Yan. Yung mercantilist naman, very common to sa ating major. Sila yung mga naniniwala na nayayaman ang bansa, okay, by gaining or producing or by acquiring more gold and silver. Okay? Yan. Okay naman, so pasensya na yung ko yan. Yung hindi pa ako sanay dito sa mouse. Okay, which of the following is not included in the pardoning powers of the president? Okay, commuting penalties or granting pardon in election cases. Yan. So, gold or yellow? Gold or yellow? Yan. Gold or yellow? Pakishare naman yung ating free live. Okay, granting pardon. Wow, nangunguna. Alright. Granting pardon. Okay, very good. Lumalaban ang ating YouTube babies. Alright. Yes, okay, gold not included in the pardoning powers. Okay, hindi siya included. Alright? So, of course, ang sagot, ano ba yan? Ang pangit naman ng na to. Alright, okay, so of course, ang sagot niyan ay granting pardon in election cases. Okay, 'di ba nakaka-commute naman yung yung president, 'di ba? Commutation, pardon, parole, 'di ba yung mga ganun lahat. Amnesty, yun yung clemency niya. Yan. And then nobody ever can pardon election cases, even the president. Okay? Next. Okay. Which of the following statements is incorrect? Okay? Alright. Or statement to dapat. Okay? Kasi dalawa na lang linagay ko. The vice president has the same qualifications as the president. And yung yellow naman, the president may not be re-elected. Okay? The president may not be re-elected. Okay? Yes, very good. Article 7. Okay, ledge. Yes, so ledge kasi is 6, Article 7, ledge. Clans, ledge. Oh, yeah, 7, okay? Because 6 is legislative, 7 is executive, and J, judiciary. Yan. Hindi daw siya tama. Ano po yung sagot dyan? Ano doon ang hindi tama? Okay. Alright. Very good. Okay. Yes. Okay, very good. Yes, so ang sagot niyan ay, the president may not be re-elected. Kasi alam naman natin, di ba, yung president lang ang hindi pwedeng ma-re-elect. Okay? Yung vice president, they can be re-elected until, 2 beses. Okay? And then no more third term. Yan. Okay, next, the courts. Okay? Especially the Supreme Court must make decisions free from political pressure, influence, or intimidation from the executive, legislature, private groups, or the public. Okay? Is it judicial independence or fiscal autonomy? Okay, so nabanggit ko to, hindi ito yung mismong question, pero nabanggit ko to. Okay, kung bakit yun ang sagot, nasabi niya na the judicial should be free from criticisms. Okay, so ano yung tawag doon na they should be free from criticism or masyadong pangingialam ng ibang branches. Okay? So, is it judicial independence or fiscal autonomy? Okay? Is it JR or FA? Char. Okay. Okay, may nag-gold, may nag-gold. May nag-gold, may nag-gold. Okay, so lahat sila gold. Alright. Okay. Okay, so very good. Yes, ang sagot niyan ay judicial independence. Of course. 'Di ba? Yun yung sinasabi na wag papakialaman, and fiscal autonomy is a part of their judicial independence. Okay, so marami yan yung kung ano yung part ng ng judicial independence. Ito yung fiscal autonomy, yun yung kakayahan, ito yung nila how do you call that? Right nila to have their own budget. Okay, ganyan na hindi papakialaman ng legislative. Okay, 'di ba kasi legislative yung nag-ano ng budget natin. All right, next. Which will legally serve as a shadow government to fiscalize the ruling democratic administration. Okay, is it opposition party or third party? Okay, yung party na hindi masaya, third party. Okay. Di ba, Sir Hennessy? Is it OP or TP? Yung party ba na hindi masaya? Yung third party or yung opposition party? Gold, very good. Gold. Mas okay third wheel kesa third party. True to life yan, Sir Hennessy. Yes. And of course, yung opposition party, although, pag tinignan mo yung meaning ng shadow government, it's a little bit different. Pero, ilagay na natin sa context na, sa tanong. Okay na, ang inaano niya, sino yung nagbabantay sa ruling Democratic administration. So, alam naman natin yan na opposition party, di ba? Kapapanood natin ng Senate hearing, alam na natin yan. Alright. Okay. So, tapos na po tayo sa ating how do you call that? Sa ating recall round. Okay, so itong itong gabi na to is focus tayo sa history. Okay, so there are more questions sa history. So 15 questions, and then of course susunod na yung shuffle. Okay na how do you call that? Baka nasa 40 plus dahil marami tayong bonus question ngayon. Okay, so wag maurat. Okay. Ito, the chairman of the 1934 Constitutional Convention. Okay, A, is it Cecilia Muñoz Palma? B, Carlos P. Garcia. C, Diosdado Macapagal. And D, Claro M. Recto. Okay. So, ilagay po nyo po yung number. Okay? Number. Lagay nyo po yung number. At tumataginting na recto daw ang sagot. Okay. Talagang direkto. Ganon. Okay. Ang galing. Ang galing. Yes. Okay. Yes. Ang galing nyo. Of course, it is, recto. Okay. And this is the ito yung na-con-con nila is yung 1935 Constitution. Okay. So, ano nga ba muna yung con-con? Diba yun yung it's either i-amend nila, okay, or gagawa sila ng isang constitution. Okay, that is con-con. Okay, so dahil laging lumalabas nito, okay, so ano na natin. Okay, so yung drafting body kasi hindi laging con-con, hindi laging constitutional convention. Okay, so let's start with this kasi laging lumalabas ang mga to. Okay, so Malolos Constitution, okay, ang nag-draft noon ay Malolos Congress. Yan. Okay, so mag-ano po kayo how do you call that? Magtiyaga po kayong makinig na lang dito. Okay, so yung chairman, yung presiding officer is si Pedro A. Paterno. Okay, pero lumalabas din to sino yung sumulat doon sa Malolos Constitution? Si Felipe Calderon Roca at saka si Buen Camino. Okay, Roca, Buen Camino. Okay? Sila yung nasunod, okay? Compared sa against dun sa proposal ni na Apolinario Mabini and Pedro Paterno. Okay. Itong 1935, ito na ngayong lumalabas. So, con-con po siya. Constitutional Convention. Ang presiding officer, yung sagot natin is Claro M. Recto. Okay, yan. So, 1943 naman, yung drafting body is Preparatory Commission for Philippine Independence. Okay. Of course, Jose P. Laurel. Okay, Jose P. Laurel yung dito. Siya din yung 'di ba, yung puppet president, 'di ba? Siya din yung president nung time na to kasi ito yung sa Japanese. Okay? Next one, 1973 Constitution con-con din siya. Okay. So ang na-assign talaga para maging chairman doon sa con-con is si Garcia, but he died. Yan. So pinalitan siya ni Diosdado Macapagal. Alright, tong 1987 Constitution, it's CONCOM. Okay, Constitutional Convention, and ang presiding officer is Cecilia Muñoz Palma. Okay? Yan. Alright. So, to recorded naman to, itong for public consumption, itong part na to. So, if kailangan niyo, you can screenshot it, ipopost ko po sa ating YouTube. Alright. Next. Okay, the last department turned over by the Americans to be governed by a Filipino. A, Department of Public Health and Welfare. B, Department of Trade. C, Department of Education. And D, Department of Defense. Alright. Yan. Department of Education or Department of Public Health and Welfare. Okay, is it A? Is it? Thank you po sa pag-like ng live natin.
Yan. Can you also help me share it? Yan, okay. May sumagot ng C, may sumagot ng D. Ano, Faye? Okay, so let's reveal. Alright, so ang sagot po niyan ay Department of Education. Okay, although iba-iba po yung iba-iba po yung pangalan kasi niya. Okay, itong Department of Public Health and Welfare, kulang kasi to. Okay, ang pangalan ng Department of Education before nung na-turn over, okay, is Department of Public Instruction and Information siya. Okay, itong Department of Public Health and Welfare, dating pangalan din to ng DepEd. Alright, so bakit ito yung last na tinurn over? Okay, so of course, para to protect din yung i-protect din yung US legacy, 'di ba? Kasi ang pinupush ng US sa ating education noon is Americanization. Ganon. Okay. Alright, so bakit may Department of Defense? Okay, yung ibang sagot. Alright, next. Number 3, which overseas Filipino workers kidnapping prompted the Philippine government to withdraw its peacekeeping contingent from Iraq earlier than scheduled despite criticism from the US and Iraq. Okay? Pag gusto natin maging Americano. A. Roberto Tarongoy, B. Flor Contemplacion, C. Angelo de la Cruz, and D. Sara Balabagan. Okay. So dahil matanda na ako, naabutan ko na yung mga yung mga taong to. So, feeling ko, mahuhulaan ko to. Ito tong tanong na to. Yan. Pero dahil mga bata kayo, talagang dapat alam nyo to. Pero news kasi to nung bata ako. So, yan. So, yun naman ang advantage ng Jotanders na. Okay, titahin na. So, ano yung sagot nyo dyan? Okay, very good. Yes. Ilagay nyo po yung number, please. Wag lang po yung letter kasi ma-RR po tayo niyan. So, ngayon lang po umu-okay ulit yung sa TikTok natin. Okay? Ngayon lang po. So, wag pong kasi makikita as parang ma-flag as spamming kayo niyan. Ganyan. Okay? So, ang sagot natin ay okay, very good. Yes. So, Angelo de la Cruz. Okay. So, actually, driver siya. 'Di ba pag sa passport natin, we are not allowed to go to to Iraq, 'di ba? Yan. In Afghanistan, if I'm not mistaken, 'di ba? So, andun siya kasi driver siya. Okay, driver siya ng multinational force, Iraq. Okay, so part siya ng US. So, kinuha siya. Yan. So, muntik nga daw siyang mapatay. Okay, so, buti humingi siya ng 1 day na palugit and then he was released. Okay. Itong si Flor Contemplacion, ito yung nung bata ko, siguro high school ako or college ako. Ito yung sa Singapore. Okay, ito yung nahang. Okay, itong si Sara Balabagan, ito yung sa Middle East to. Okay, yung kanyang amo. Yan. Si Roberto Tarongoy naman, sa Iraq din siya. Na kidnap. Kaya lang, isa siyang how do you call that? Undocumented. Okay, so bawal nga kasing pumunta doon, pero pumunta pa rin siya doon. He was working as an accountant, if I'm not mistaken. Yan. Pero he was released also. Okay. Number 4, the leader of Sacdalista Uprising, A. Benigno Aquino, B. Benigno Ramos, C. Isabelo de los Reyes, and D. Isabel Espiritu. Okay, social science po. Social science. Sa Wednesday po tayo Janet at saka Prof. Ed. Wednesday po 'yon. Every Wednesday. Okay, social science po pag Ayan. Okay. So, nakita ko may nabudol pa sa quiz natin to. Okay? May nabudol pa.
At may nabudol din ata tayo dito. Bakit okay, may nabudol din tayo dito. Alright. Okay, yes. Alright. So, si Benigno Ramos. May sumagat kasi ng Benigno Aquino na ano ata siya, na malikmata. Okay? So, Benigno Ramos. Okay? So, the word sakdalista came from the word sakdal. Okay? Which is to accuse. Okay. Yan. So, siya yung si Benigno Ramos actually, siya translator siya, okay? Doon sa, and then parang, nagkaroon ata siya ng, ng hindi pagkakaunawaan. So, niya, how do you call that? Itinatag niya yung sakdal, okay? So, against, Manuel L. Quezon. Okay. Yon. Alright. So, ito. Let's test your knowledge. Okay. So, it was a militant group formed in the Philippines on December 8, 1944 during World War II to give military aid to the Imperial Japanese Army. Okay. Is it Makapili or Kalibapi? Okay. Red or blue? Red or blue? Parang taas na naman yung boses ko, no? Bako ulit. Red or blue, or you can type it. Okay. Yes. Okay, all right. Very good. Yeah. So it is Makapili. Okay? So makabayang katipunan ng mga Pilipino. Alam naman natin yung Kalibapi. That was the only party, okay, nung Japanese occupation, 'di ba? Yan. Okay, so bakit ko isinama dito? Bakit isinama dun dito kay Sakdalista? Okay, because kaya nga parang ako nagbabasa ako kay etong si Benigno Ramos. Okay? Kasi 'di ba nga parang nagtatag siya ng Sakdalista, ganyan-ganyan. And then siya din yung nagtatag sa Makapili, which is Makapili is pro-Imperial Japanese Army. So, ay nako, hindi ko na alam kung ano yung feelings ko sa kanya. Char. Okay, 'di ba? So, it's either I don't know. Okay, so bakit siya kumampi sa Japan at that time? Yan. So, siya one of the founders siya ng Makapili. All right, number 5. What was the ancient name of France during the Roman period? Okay, A, Iberia, B, Gaul, C, Annam, and D, Formosa. Number 5. Number 5. Yes, very good. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay, so let's reveal the answer. Very good. Yes, so it is goal. Yan. Although yung goal is parang kasama din parang Empire of France noon. Parang ganun kasama yung part ng Germany, ganyan. Okay, so itong Frank Rich, ito yung tawag pa rin ng German sa France ngayon. Okay. Yung Iberia, lumalabas din to ha. This is a peninsula, okay? Na nakasama yung Spain and Portugal, okay? Peninsula nakasama yung Spain and Portugal. Okay, so of course wala na yung Iberian. Hindi na yan Alright, ito namang Annam, lumalabas po to. Okay, so kung i-check nyo po dun sa blue up ko, okay, gumawa po ako ng infographics, okay, kung ano yung mga different old names, okay? Pero ito yung common, Annam. Ano po yung Annam? Ano po yung Annam? Lumalabas din po to. Ano yon? Okay, Annam. Medyo katunog niya sa huli. Okay, Asia. O yan. May clue ka? Ganun. Asia. Starts with V. Starts with V. Asia. Yan. Muntik maging komunista. Hindi. Starts with V. V. Starts with V. V. Yan. Muntik maging komunista. Until now pala, communist naman siya, pero capitalist sila. Yes, until now pala, communist sila. Alright? Okay, so yes, may nanalo na. Okay, so the answer is Vietnam. Very good. Yes, it's Vietnam. At itong Formosa, lumalabas din to. Formosa. Yes, very good. Vietnam, yes. Very good YouTube babies. Formosa, lumalabas din po to. Okay? Formosa. Okay, very good. Yes, so it is Taiwan. Okay, very good. Okay, so kung gusto niyo pang makita yung iba, okay, nasa blue up ko po. Okay, so andun lahat yung mga different Okay. Next, very good. Okay, number 6. Which order of presidents correctly applies to Philippine history? Okay, Magsaysay, Garcia, Quirino, Rojas. Okay, so A, 4-3-1-2, B, 2-1-3-4, C, 1-2-3-4, and D, 4-3-2-1. Okay. Yan. Okay, 4-3-2-1. Okay. Alright. Bakit parang bigla tuloy akong bakit puro kayo D? Bigla tuloy akong napaisip. Pero nagkamali ba ako? Alright, reveal. Okay, it's A. It's A. Okay, ito, pakita ko ha. Yan, pakita ko to. Okay, so ito yung ko. Yan. Okay, ito yung dati kong Aclor. Okay, wait. Okay, ito. Alright? Okay, yes. So, ito, nauna. Okay, so ang first na ko is Aclor. Okay, Aclor. Aguinaldo, Quezon, Laurel, Osmeña, Rojas, Aclor. Okay, and then, Queer MGM. Queer MGM. Quirino, Magsaysay, Garcia, Macapagal. Okay, so magkakaano po yan, MGM. Okay, Magsaysay, Garcia, Macapagal. And then, of course, itong Mare, Arac, DM. Okay? So, Marcos, Aquino, Ramos, Estrada, Arroyo, Aquino, Duterte, Marcos Jr. Okay? So, anyway, Pwede. Ay, oo! Very good! Yes. Aclor yung una ha. Aclor. A-Q-L. O yan. Yan. Aclor, Queer MGM. Yon, pwedeng kantahin. Yan. Anyway, ipopost ko to. Ipopost ko to yung tong tatlo na to. Okay? Para makita nyo din. Alright. Yan. Next. Who famously said, "Give me 10,000 Filipino soldiers and I will conquer the world." Okay, A. Emilio Aguinaldo, B. Arthur MacArthur, C. Douglas MacArthur, D. Manuel L. Quezon. Okay. Sino yung nagsabing, "Give me 10,000 Filipino soldiers and I will conquer the world." Okay. Wow. Okay, very good. Sir Jumar, sir po ba kayo? Pakilagay po yung number, please. Guys, lahat po kayo, please put the number. Kasi tayo, ma-RR po ako pag ganyan. Please put the number, okay? Kasi pag na-RR ako, nawawala po yung ko, yung live ko. Tapos mahihirapan na naman pong tumaas yung views. Okay. Onke? Okay. Alright, so ang sumagot pa rin po kayo kahit hindi nyo alam or ganyan, it's fine. Alright, so yes, this is Douglas MacArthur. Okay, siya din, di ba, MacArthur, okay? So, di ba, siya din nagsabi ng, "I shall return." Okay, very good. Okay, so syempre, let's test your stock knowledge. Okay, so ito din yung lumalabas din to ha. Yon, si General Arthur MacArthur was the Okay, is it Red, one who succeeded General Elwell S. Otis as the military governor during the early phase of the Philippine-American War, or the commanding general of USAFFE, okay, or USAF? Okay, so is it red or blue? Red or blue? Okay, General Arthur MacArthur. General Arthur MacArthur. Okay. Gagaling nyo. Okay, so wala akong nabudol. Okay, very good. Yes. So, of course, ang sagot niyan ay yung tatay niya. Okay, so naunang A. Okay, Arthur. Okay, tatay starts with A. Okay, susunod yung letter D, anak niya. Okay, yan. Actually, ang lumalabas dito is yung commanding general of USAFFE, USAF. Okay, so of course, that is Douglas MacArthur. Okay, binaliktad ko lang ganyan. Okay, so ang laging lumalabas, sino yung commanding general of USAFFE. Okay, itong si na ano din to, trivia, itong mag-ama, si Arthur MacArthur at saka itong si Douglas MacArthur, sila yung first, sa recorded history, okay, first na mag-ama, okay, na nagkaroon ng malaking tulong sa America. Okay? Yes. MOA. Ito naman yung sa military. Okay, yes. MOA. Yes, sa military. Okay, next. Okay, ito naman. The Filipino unit, the 10th Battalion team, was heavily outnumbered. Approximately 900 troops held their ground against elements of the Chinese volunteer forces. Okay, some sources cite up to 15,000 attackers. Okay, so ano to? Battle of Yutong or Battle of the Myeongdong? Okay, Battle of Yutong or Battle of Myeongdong? Okay, yan. So, sa ano ka lang to, okay, teacher made to, okay, but of course, connected siya sa question, i-explain ko why. Okay, so usually, pag naglalagay pa ako ng mga stock knowledge dyan, connected po siya sa, sa pagre-research ko, tas nakikita ko na possible na lalabas, sinasama ko, okay? Pag nagre-research ako ng sagot sa tanong. Okay, so, very good. Yes, it's Battle of Yutong. Okay. So, bakit ko pinalabas to? Okay. Because, parang, yung sa Give Me 10,000 Men, okay. So, nasabi yun ni Douglas MacArthur sa mga interviews niya. And, marami yung, references na nagsasabi na, it is because of the Battle of Yutong. Okay, yon. So, itong Battle of Yutong, ito yung battle sa Korea. Okay, no? Linabanan ng mga Filipino. Okay, 900 troops. Yan. So, how do you call that? Na-engage nila yung almost 15,000 North Korean and Chinese. Okay, yan. Yan. Itong Battle of Myeongdong naman, ito yung first battle won by Filipino soldiers on foreign soil. Okay, so dito din sa Korea yon. Okay, so nauna tong Battle of Myeongdong. Okay, kasi nagpadala si Quirino ng almost 7,000 plus ata yan. Yan. So, maraming namatay sa Battle of Myeongdong. So, yung naiwan, sila yung nakapag-Battle of Yutong. Okay. Yan. Okay, number 8. Alright, the commander of the American and Filipino forces in Corregidor. Okay, A, General Arthur MacArthur. B, General Douglas MacArthur. C, General Jonathan Wainwright. And B, General Edward P. King. Ay, mali. It's okay. Alright? It's okay. Kasi bago naman kasi yon yan. Bago din naman talaga yon. Yan. Okay, so lumalabas din po to. Okay, so gas-gas na tanong actually to, pero sinasama ko kasi syempre, madami pa din sa inyo ang baguhan. Okay? Yan. At saka parang magsisilbi na rin to na parang how do you call that? Huling bulong. Okay, so mag-exam this November. Alright? Very good. Yes. Okay. Yes, so ang sagot ay Wainwright. Okay, very good. So ito, Naalala ko yung mnemonics ng friend ko. Meron akong mnemonics dati, pero mas nagustuhan ko yung mnemonics ng beshi-beshi ko. Okay? So, siya yung top 2 namin. Okay? So, baka cow. Okay? Baka cow. Okay? So, bataan, si king. Okay? Sa corregidor is Wainwright. Okay? So, baka cow. Alright. Yan. So, nauna yung bataan, okay, na isinurrender ni King. Okay, so nung nag-surrender daw siya, hindi na siya nagsabi kay Wainwright because Wainwright was his superior. So hindi na siya nagsabi kay Wainwright. Okay, kasi ayaw niya na parang mapahamak pa si Wainwright doon. Okay, very good. Yes, okay. Tama naman kayo lahat eh. Walang pumalpak. So talagang to. Okay. The island of Corregidor is part of the province of, okay, Bataan or Cavite? Okay. Bataan or Cavite? Okay, salamat po sa pag-share nyo. Yan. Please tap, tap, tap. Please tap, tap, tap and share. Maraming salamat. Yan. Okay. May nagbataan, may nag-red, okay, may nag-red, nag-Cavite, alright, okay, so mas marami pa rin naman po yung tama, okay, it's Cavite, okay, so linagay ko na nga po dyan yung Bataan, di ba? Kasi magkaiba naman po yung Bataan, di ba? The fall of Bataan muna, bago Corregidor. So, ibig sabihin, the Corregidor is not in Bataan. Okay, yan. So, may mga ganyan na parang kahit hindi mo, kahit, halimbawa, hindi mo alam, di ba? Mag-cancellation method po kayo. Okay, so, you tap your, stock knowledge. Okay? So, sinabi ko na po dyan na Bataan, nauna yung Bataan, the fall of Bataan, and then, Corregidor. Okay? So, they are not the same. Alright. Very good. So, always tap your, knowledge. Okay? Pwede yan. Okay? Kahit napaka-objective yung tanong, 'di ba? Pwede kayong mag-cancellation method diyan. All right? Okay. Hindi ako ulit galit ha. Ganun lang talaga yung aking bosses. All right, number 9. What event in history followed when the Katipunan movement was discovered? Tawa ka, ma'am. Okay, ma'am ka ba? Ma'am SK? Okay. A. Cry of Pugadlawin. B. Treaty of Paris, 1898. C. Execution of Rizal. And D. Capture of Aguinaldo. Okay, naiinitan ako ulit. Pero, natatakot akong mag-alis ng jacket kasi baka ma-RR na naman ako. Okay. Yan. The entrance of Manila Bay. Yes po. Yes. Very good. Yes. So, sa entrance ng Manila Bay ang Corregidor. Okay. Yan. Okay. Buti naman. Okay. So, tama naman yan. Kasi alam na, kahit hindi nyo po alam, 'di ba? So, try natin yung yung mga options, 'di ba? Capture of Aguinaldo, that was later na. Okay, Treaty of Paris. Okay? Later na ulit, 'di ba? Kasi andito pa tayo dun sa sa Spanish era. Okay. Yan. Okay, so so it is the cry of Pugadlawin. Okay, so ilagay natin diyan. I-explain ko na lang din. Okay, how do you call that? How do you call that? Be patient. Okay, yan. Kasi baka lalabas kasi. So, itong si Teodora Patino, okay, nagtatrabaho siya sa Diario de Manila Printing Press. Okay? Itong Diario de Manila Printing Press, legit naman to na printing press. Okay, ganyan. Kaya lang, itong printing press na to, marami doon ang members ng Katipunan. Okay, so ginagamit nila to. Okay, sa mga code nila yon, yung mga nagpreprint sila dito ng ganyan. So, itong si Teodoro Patino, may nakaaway doon sa Diario de Manila because he was working there. Yan. And then, tawag doon, okay, wait lang sir, dyan kay. And then, sinabi niya sa kapatid niya, itong na totoo talaga yung Katipunan because the KKK that time, pinag-iisipan na yan, nag-iisip na yung, naririnig na yan ng Spaniards, pero wala silang proof. Ayan. So, sinabi niya sa kapatid niya, si Honoria Patino. Okay. Tong si Honoria Patino, sinabi niya doon kay Sor Teresa de Jesus. Yan, which who was a Spanish nun. Okay, so ayun. So after that, nung na-discover na, yan, so nagkumpul-kumpul na sila sa Balintawak, okay, and they did the cry of Pugadlawin, okay? So ito yung ito yung, how do you call that? Ito yung pinunit nila yung sedula, okay? So ito, natawa ako dun sa may pa-joke na yung pinunit nila yung sedula tapos may pumasok dun tapos sabi, pwede daw tayong kumuha ng arms. This is just a joke, ha? And then, ano yung kailangan? Sedula. Ay, nako, joke. Alright, so ito yung ano pong kaibahan sa Cry of Balintawak, coach? Kasi itong Cry of Pugadlawin, marami kasing iba't iba yung how do you call that, version nito. Depende kung sino yung tatanungin. Okay, so I'm gonna add this one. Ito, yung mga different accounts, okay? But Cry of Pugadlawin, Cry of Balintawak, meron pa yung Caloocan dyan, okay? They are all the same actually. Okay, depende kung sino yung tatanungin, kaninong version. Okay, so Cry of Pugadlawin, Cry of Balintawak, it's okay. Alright? Right. Number 10. Okay, Teacher Alejandro would like to discuss among his students about Philippine national artists. The following are all national artists in the field of visual arts except A. Pablo Amorsolo, B. Benedicto Cabrera, C. Ang Kyukok, and D. Vicente Manansala. Alright. Alright, so yung gustong yung gustong how do you call that? Mag-enroll sa akin sa social science. Okay, it's just 249, okay? And then sa mga gustong may mga free Macboards ako sa Blue App. Yan, so libre yan. Libre nyo rin pong panoorin yung mga videos ko doon sa ating YouTube. Okay? Yan. So, pag gusto nyo mag-enroll, you can PM me after, and then, tapusin ko muna ito yung live ko. Okay, so mga 1 a.m. ko siguro, or past 12, matatapos to. Okay, with my reviewees. Okay, very good. Yes. Yes. So, it is Pablo Amor Solo. Okay, so ito, nilinagay ko rin dito kasi lumalabas. Okay, so itong national artist, okay, itong Philippine National Artist Award, okay, was created dun nung time ni Ferdinand Marcos, okay? PD, okay, Presidential Proclamation 1001. Okay, so basahin nyo pa rin to kasi hindi natin alam kung ano yung lalabas. Okay, ang first awardee is si Fernando Amorsolo. Okay, kapatid siya ni Pablo Amorsolo. Okay, so he was awarded posthumous. Okay, ibig sabihin patay na siya nung na-awardan yan. So nag-research ako bakit hindi nabigyan si Pablo Amorsolo, and ayokong sabihin dito kasi it's how do you call that? Yung isang research na nabasa ko because it's hindi natin alam, okay? Yan, baka mademanda pa ako dito, nagpapakalat ng maling chismis. Okay, but ang isang nakita ko is overshadowed siya ng kapatid niya na si Fernando Amorsolo. Okay, yan. Si Benedicto Cabrera, yung lumalabas sa kanya is yung sa how do you call that? Sabel. Okay, lumalabas din yun sa kanya. Yun yung Sabel. Alright. Okay, so i-end ko po tong free live natin hanggang 15. Okay, hanggang 15. Kasi may mga pumapasok pa na bago. Alright? 11. Agueda Esteban, known for secretly commuting from Cavite to Manila to buy materials for making ammunition for the Katipunan, later married which Filipino revolutionary leader as her second husband? A. Artemio Ricarte, B. Mariano Alvarez, C. Santiago Alvarez, and D. Macario Sakay. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Very good. Alright, very good. Okay, so the answer is Artemio Ricarte. Okay, si General Artemio Ricarte. Ito yung parang parang nababasa ko is best friend siya ni Bonifacio. Okay, one of his best friend. Okay, ang first husband niya is si Mariano Baroga of Batak. Okay, yan. Tapos, yan, na siya yung courier, si Agueda Esteban. Courier siya ni Mariano Baroga and then Artemio Ricarte. And then when Mariano Baroga died, she married Artemio Ricarte. Yan. But baka pinagpalit ko to. Hindi ko na sabihin, baka pinagpalit ko. Okay, si Mariano Alvarez, kilala natin siya, 'di ba? Siya yung sa Magdiwang, 'di ba? Yan. Okay, itong si Santiago Alvarez, ito yung anak naman ni Mariano Alvarez. Linagay ko lang dyan. Okay, ang pangalan niya ay Kidlat ng Apoy. Okay, malay natin lalabas. Although hindi ko naman nakikita na lumalabas to. Sa Santiago Alvarez, known as Kidlat ng Apoy. Okay, so he was known because of the Battle of Dalahican. Okay, sa Cavite. And that is why he is the hero of the Battle of Dalahican. Okay, itong si Macario Saka, lumalabas sa kanya, siya yung nagtatag sa Tagalog Republic. Lagi pong oo, Batak, no? Batak. Nung nakita ko nga, sabi ko, ay, taga-ano to, Ilocos Norte. Yan. Si Macario Sakay, Tagalog Republic. Yan, ito yung itinatag niya. So, ito yung sinasabi nila na hindi naman totoo na nung natalo na, nung na-capture na si Aguinaldo is nanalo na yung US. Okay? Because may mga ano pa, may mga natitira pa and isa sa kanila is si Macario Sakay and din tinatag niya yung Tagalog Republic, lumalabas din to. Okay, and then siya yung na-execute because kinaso ng US sa kanya is Brigandage Act of 1902. Lumalabas din to. Okay, Brigandage Act of 1902. Ang kaso niya ay bandolerismo or banditry. Okay, so yung Brigandage Act, okay, baka lumabas din, hindi lang dahil nagnakaw sila, hindi banditry. Okay, hindi. Tawag doon, yung Brigandage Act is considered na banditry na agad-agad yung mga lumalaban sa US force at that time. Okay, so it doesn't mean na nagnanakaw sila. But it just meant na lumalaban sila sa US at that time. Okay? That is Brigandage Act. Okay. Okay, ito alam niyo na yung sagot diyan. Okay? Pero finish ko lang kasi baka lalabas na naman. Okay? So, andyan na yung sagot. Pero pakita ko lang ulit. Which Katipunan member commuted from Cavite to Manila to buy materials used to make ammunitions? A. Teresa Magbanwa, B. Agueda Esteban, C. Teodora Alonso, and D. Trinidad Texon. Okay. So, nakalagay na dun sa first na question. So, hopefully, Okay, BQ. Lagay nyo BQ. Okay, bonus question. Baka may magkamali pa dyan, ha? Yung kakikita mo lang tapos nakalimutan mo na agad. BQ. Okay. Alright. Okay, very good. Yes. Okay, yes. So, of course, si Agueda Esteban. Okay, so dahil naduling-duling ako, ang na-highlight ko ba naman si Teresa Magbanwa. Okay, so buti na lang inayos ko ulit. Okay, so may time ako na inuulit-ulit kasi lagi na lang ako nagkakamali. Alright, so it's Agueda Esteban. Alright. Next. In which country did the Philippines participate in the world's peacekeeping operations by sending doctors, nurses, soldiers, and police? Okay, A. Israel, B. East Timor, C. Iraq, and D. Iran. Okay, so ito yung nagre-review ako. Nagkakagulo sa kung ano yung sagot. Okay? Yan. Nagkakagulo kung ano yung sagot. Dalawa kasi yan. Okay, but let's focus kasi kung ano yung sa tanong. Okay? So, number 12, okay, may sumagot ng East Timor. Alright, may sumagot ng Iraq. Okay, so yan yung pinaglalabanan talaga noon nung nagre-review ako. Yan. Okay. Yes, so East Timor and Iraq. Okay. Yes, so ang sagot po niyan ay East Timor. Okay. Totoo din naman na sa Iraq, nagpadala ng Pilipino. Pero ang pinadala nila noon is our troops. Okay, mga soldiers, okay, mga Ayers, okay. Maalala ko kasi may pinsan ako, okay, na he's an Ayer, okay, PM Ayer. And then pinadala siya doon. Yan, I think that was 1990s. Yan, so bata pa ako noon. Okay, yan. Pero sa UN peacekeeping kasi sa UN to, okay? So UN peacekeeping sa East Timor po sila. All right? Okay, yes. East Timor or Timor-Leste, they are the same. Okay. Ayan na, bago na ngayon na itong 'di ba ang Timor-Leste or East Timor is ano siya, silent, parang observant siya sa ASEAN, 'di ba? Ngayon hindi na. Ngayon hindi na. Ano, ay opo, patapos na ano ko na po. Ano, social science major po to and I only share hanggang 15. Okay. Ano, mag-ano na lang po kayo, please. Tulong niyo na lang sa akin. It's just 249. Okay? Kasi social science po kasi to. Ito po yung may bayad. Pag Wednesday po, di po ba yung ano, yung free. Okay. Yes. So, East Timor. Alright. The 11th member. Yes. Okay. Ito. The first appointed head of the Department of Education during the Commonwealth period. Okay, Claro M. Recto. B. Sergio Osmeña, si Carlos Romulo, and D. Camilo Osayas. Okay. Parang awan nyo na. Okay? Tsaka maraming perks naman kung naka-enroll kayo. Hindi lang sa ganito. Nakukuha nyo yung PDF niya. Yan. Ano pa ba? Nababalikan nyo yung video. Yan. So, maganda pa rin naman. Okay, and it's just 249. Pinakamura na ata to sa mura. Okay, Department of Education during the Commonwealth period. Okay? So, ang sagot ay okay, Commonwealth period tayo. Okay. Sana si Sir John? Dyan na. Okay, so, ang sagot niyan ay si Sergio Osmeña. Okay. Yan, si Sergio Osmeña. Okay, although lahat sila, naging head sila, okay? Pero ano nga ba yung sa Commonwealth? Okay, this is 1935 to 1941. Okay, so ang pangalan noon ng DepEd is Secretary Public Instruction. Okay, ganyan. And then sumunod si Claro M. Recto, okay? Education, Health, and Welfare, yung pangalan ng Department of Education, Health, and Welfare. Ito yung nabanggit ko kanina. Okay, and then, sumunod si Carlos P. Romulo, okay? Information and Public Relations, ang pangalan ng, at the time, ng DepEd. And then, si Camilo Osayas, 1944 to 1945. And, Minister of Education. Yan. Minister of Education. Na-forgot ko na. Hindi ko na naano kung ano yung pangalan yan. Alright? So, ganyan siya. Yan. Uy, laging lumalabas to ha. Yung first appointed head of Department of Education. Okay? During sa Commonwealth period. Okay? So, wag nyo pong makalimutan. Okay? Please, wag nyo kalimutan to. Alright. Alright. So, ito naman, hanggang 15 naman, nakaano naman to. Libre naman yung niya. Yung, how do you call that? Libre naman to. Ipapost ko naman tong part na to. So, pwede nyo lang screenshot. Okay? Sa YouTube. Okay. What term was used by Portuguese sailors in the early 1500s to refer to the Kapampangan and Tagalog people living around Manila Bay? A. Indios. B. Luzones. C. Barangayans or Barangayans siguro. And D. Tagala. Okay. Salamat sa pag-like sa ating live. Nakikita ko po siya kasi. Salamat. Tapos, salamat na rin sa pag-share at saka pag-love. Okay? Alright. Okay, very good. Yes. So, the answer here is Luzones. Okay, because this is a demonym. Okay, ito yung demonym na demonym kasi ang tawag dun is parang you name the people from where they are from. Okay, so at that time, ang pangalan ng part ng dito sa Pampanga at Kapampangan at Katagalugan is Luzon. Okay? Lusong siya. And that is why, syempre, hindi naman ma-pronounce ng mga Portuguese yan. So, Luzones. Lucos actually yung sa Portuguese na ano, pero ginagamit na nila yung ano salita ng Spaniards, so it's Luzones. Okay, so alam naman natin Indios hindi na yan na yung mga, that is how we call the native Pinoy noon, di ba? And it's not the Portuguese who called us Indios, it's the Spanish. So pwede nyong ano, kahit hindi nyo alam, basahin nyo mabuti yung sagot. So Indios, hindi po Portuguese ang as I have said, hindi po Portuguese yung nag-call sa atin yan, kundi how do you call that, Spanish. Ito din namang Tagala, okay, Spanish din, okay, to refer to the people dyan din sa Katagalugan area. Alright, yan. Sa barangayan, so wala po yan, okay, gawa-gawa ko lang. Alright, pangpagulo. Alright, ang dami ko pa palang di alam. It's okay, Sir John. Okay, at least alam mo na ngayon, 'di ba? Okay. Alright, so this is the last one. Okay na i-share ko publicly, okay? So please mag ano na po kayo. Please, it's just 249, okay? Yan. So aside from the wooden statue structures, okay, what other artwork did the Philippines donate to the United Nations? Okay, A. Botong Francisco Harana, kay B. Juan Luna's Spoliarium, kay C. Manuel Baldemore's painting Philippine Skyline, or D. Fernando Amorsolo Planting Rice.